This is Dallas Behavioral. How may I direct your call?
And I'm sorry, what was your name?
Bertha.
Okay, I like to know the procedure when you admit yourself. Is it a requirement that if you're in the hospital that you have to take medication to be on the program for mental health treatment?
I know some people don't, but it's recommended.
Okay, so if you did wanted to, if you admitted yourself and you wanted to get therapy, are you forced to take medication and get put out when you don't?
I'll transfer your call to Care Center. They're able to tell you better. I just know with the minor patients, it's up to the parents to take the medication, but I do not know for adults.
Okay. Thank you, Bertha.
You're welcome.
We're calling Dallas Behavioral Hospital. This is Tiffany. Can I help you?
Yes. I think I've talked to you before in the past. I have a question. If I had admitted myself, do you put people out the hospital because they want therapy and not medication?
So, okay, what's going on with you?
Yes.
You're just wanting to do therapy and not do like medication management, or
right? If I had a choice, am I forced to have the medication and then or get put out the hospital if I don't take the medication? If I admitted myself to get therapy, if I came in and said, please, I need help for trauma and other abuse, and then I said, can I please get therapy, would they put me out for not taking medication? Is that normal procedure?
that I don't think so if it's not like court ordered, but you would have to talk to the doctor about that.
I did, and he said that, I mean, he wasn't, his story was like he wasn't being honest. Because in one moment he said that I did not have to take medication if I chose to be there for therapy. Then he lied and said that I had psychosis, telling him about my abuse. There's witnesses that know I've been molested and raped, and then I have trauma, but he said I had psychosis. So he wasn't validating my experience of molestation and rapes because he said that I had psychosis to cover for them. Then I wasn't getting the therapy. Then finally they played games and gave me the therapy. And in the middle of the therapy, in the middle of it, I was discharged. And they blamed it on me not taking medication. But I admitted myself. So I wanted to know which are procedures. I have a right to know. I think that I have a right to know. We talked about the predicament in the past where I was being degraded at a support group. And then I spoke with someone about being degraded at the support group, so I left it. Because I was already traumatized because I was brought there on false pretenses, trying to report my child's abuse. So then I was being degraded at the support group, so I left it. And then 3-4 people came through. He left the whole the whole group, threw me down on the bed, pulled my panties down, and gave me a shot. And I woke up 2 days later, and there was blood in my panties from the shot. In addition to that, another time I was playing basketball in the gym. I came back and I didn't realize that they really mopped the floor, and it was a really, really drenched mop job. Then I fell. When I fell, they punished me and would let me go to the cafeteria. This was the only room that was mopped, period. And it was a weird mop because the floor was completely drenched. I haven't been able to get legal representation for these. These are lawsuits. That was you have cameras and mics. So that was the only room that they mopped out of all the rooms in the unit. I fell, and then no one has called me back or done anything to review camera footage or mics to figure out why. Then in addition to me falling, I was bullied by staff and denied the right to go to the cafeteria. And then my recent stay, they scammed so I couldn't go to the cafeteria. I'm telling you about abuse, Tiffany, like I did last time. I think that these are extreme events. Someone staging a slip and fall is extreme for you to interrupt that, Tiffany. You didn't provide any resolutions when we discussed this in the past. You there, Tiffany?
Ma'am, I'm here. So I can transfer you and you can leave a message for the patient advocate and they can assist you with that.
Okay, well, if no one is giving me information on my rights. I did get a booklet for rights, and I don't know how to combat not being able to have choices. So I guess that's to say if I stayed there again, I don't have a choice. I have to take medication even if I requested not to, and you just wake up 2 days later. Because the medication that they gave me, I would lose days. But in this I don't have rights. So they put me out the hospital in their scheme. They claim after got threatened and they didn't want to give me any staff lied on me when I got threatened. What happened with that? I spoke with Teresa. I showed her all the documents that of the complaints that weren't addressed. How when I would get threatened, staff would lie and cover for it and slander me. And it's on camera footage, a multitude of parties blocking my path and doing other strange things. Then I got burnt food. My sister's coming out. I get punished. But I don't know how to get mental health treatment. I don't know the procedure. You there?
I'm here.
So typically, if they put me out for whatever reason they put me out, I begged them and asked them to put me in another location, and they wouldn't. And then we couldn't address me getting threatened, which is on camera footage and mics. Then the lady got up in my face, threatened me. Then, in addition to that, threw her drink on me, and I just had to sit there and take it and was drenched. I get treated and violated and treated like this all the time.
Okay, ma'am, what's your name?
It's Keyana, Keyana, Clark, Clark. We've talked in the past. Is it okay that I talk to them and try to figure out what happened? I know you get upset.
Are you talking to me?
No, I was talking to someone else, but you did get my name, and we talked in the past, and no one ever called me back for a resolution on why they let staff mistreat me like that and give me a shot because I didn't want to be at this group meeting that I didn't have to be at, where I was getting degraded. That's a lawsuit.
Okay, man, I apologize. I don't remember talking to you in the past. I'm not the patient advocate, nor like at the.
Then no one ever called me back after leaving these messages. No one has ever returned my call. Do you think maybe I'm not being heard, ma'am? You're talking while I'm talking. There's an army full of people that do that or cut music up. So I just wanted to know if you can have them, if I can give you the number, because I've left messages and no one has ever called me back, multiple, to get down to the bottom of why I keep getting violated like this in all my environments and lied and slandered and mistreated and nothing is repetitively done.
Okay, what's your number?
I don't have a phone. All right, I'm with a loving family member, so I'm checking to see if it's okay if they have the number because she's requiring me to get mental health treatment. I told her that I've already done it and tried and was not allowed the mental health treatment at a multitude of locations. So I don't know if I don't have a phone what to do. So I'm asking her what she wants me to do because I don't have rights. Okay. So if I want to get mental health treatment, then they remove me before I can get it. So how do I combat that? What am I supposed to do when they didn't give me a referral to get another location, get help at another location, and they did it at Parkland? My family's requiring that I go get help, and I told her that I tried to get help at Parkland and at Dallas Behavioral. And at each location I went to try to get help, they have deprived me of assistance. I tried to go to Baylor Hospital. I tried to get help with MHMR, and they wouldn't. My loving family member is requiring that she says that she's out, she's tired of my behavior, which I'm not quite sure what it is, but I'm trying to be obedient to her and get the mental health treatment, and I can't because you guys keep depriving me of the treatment everywhere I go. Because I told a multitude of people, this is traumatic to be at a hospital trying to get help and someone is allowed to threaten you 3 times, throw a drink on you, and then staff cover for it with camera and mics. Then they that they interrupted my therapy with putting me out the hospital. I talked to Teresa about it, and I have a whole bunch of reports of what went on, and I showed it to them. And when you have cameras and mics, it's right on camera footage with mics. So I'm not quite sure why they let these multiple parties threaten me and then blatantly lie to cover for it. But nonetheless, I was trying to get medical treatment, mental health treatment there. Because like I said, this is extremely traumatic. Not having a support system, going through so much trauma is very painful. I can't get it. Period. I've been trying to get it years and it's nowhere to be found. Everywhere I go, they know that I'm the problem and it's all my fault, even getting threatened and violated on camera footage.
I can relay a message for the patient advocate to give you a call back.
Well, so you'll have Teresa call me back even though I spoke with her already?
Because she's the one that can handle this. I unfortunately cannot help you with this situation.
Okay, is there anyone that knows the procedure on getting someone admitting themselves for mental health treatment and not getting it? No one knows. If I was to admit myself now, I can't get the the protocol. Period. If I was to come right now and admit myself again, I can't find out if
Let her talk.
I'd like to do things on my own.
You just called me.
For the number. I can't ask a question if I can't ask it. If you're forcing me to let her talk during my question,
over her,
I'm asking a question.
Answer.
I'm asking a question. So how can I get the question out if she has to talk during my question? So just okay, ma'am. My sister wants you. Okay, go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead and talk.
So, like I stated earlier, I'm in the intake department. I cannot assist you with that. Teresa is the patient advocate, and she will have to help you with that.
Okay, now can I ask a question?
I can relay a message for her to give you a call back, but again, I can't help you with that. And when you were asking about the question about medication, that is up to the discretion of the doctor. That is something
he stated that I could get therapy, and he didn't require me admitting myself to get the medication for psychosis. If I'm admitting myself for being molested and raped and trauma, he has no right to say that it's psychosis and not give me the trauma and feedback. But he said he was not requiring medication. He said that. But if I have to be required medication and wake up 2 days later, I don't have rights. So if you require me to take that medication for psychosis to get mental health treatment, then that's fine. Can I ask her the question now? Because in the middle of my question, you said let her talk.
You could have asked her your question a few minutes ago.
Is it okay if I ask it now?
Ask her.
Okay, so there's no one I can talk to, period, there that I can get my rights and the procedure if I were to admit myself right now.
Teresa, the patient advocate, and like I said, she's not here.
Right. There's emergency detentions and people admitting themselves in emergency. So obviously Teresa wouldn't be a good fit if I'm wanting help right now.
You can present to another facility. Like I was telling you earlier, we're at capacity for adult females. We have no adult female beds available.
Okay, because when I came in and it was really strange and the door was locked, the police came and said that they were full until I recorded, and then they went ahead and let me in the hospital. Yeah, there's a lot of locations full that you have to see to believe. Okay, ma'am. Well, my sister required me to get mental health treatment, and I've tried to let her know that I have, and I've been deprived of it.
Let me ask her a question right quick.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, if a person has came there to your facility, what is the procedure? Like, okay, she's came there on one of her videos because she has a YouTube channel. So she's came to one of your facilities. But she was escorted out.
That's not what happened. I wasn't escorted out.
That's what you said on one of your videos.
They were discharged. I was discharged in the middle of my therapy session. That interrupted it.
Okay, did you hear that? Why would they do that, ma'am? If that's the case.
I don't know the situation. Like I said, I'm in a totally different department. So that's why I was trying to give her the information that she needs. She needs to speak with Teresa, the patient advocate.
I've already spoke to her. She won't talk to me.
I cannot assist her with what she needs. I don't know anything about her case, but if she's doing a YouTube, this is a hospital. So if she's got a phone and she's doing a YouTube, that violates other people's, HIPAA, their right to have private treatment.
Exactly. Okay, thank you.
So yes, you could be.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Okay, that's what I wanted you to say. Thank you. So that's why like I said.
That's not what happened.
Listen, baby, all those 16 false arrests, you keep getting put out of all these places because, like I said, you keep violating people's rights.
That's not what happened.
Them just like
I didn't have my phone at the time to record being threatened and assaulted, and threatened and mistreated. I did not have my phone. Okay. I recorded when the act of crime.
Thank you, ma'am.
So I recorded
when have a good day. Bye-bye.
So they put me out the hospital and mistreated me because I recorded when I wasn't. and then covered for me getting threatened and lied and slandered me because I recorded afterwards the crime being committed when the Lyft driver lied and scammed, so I couldn't take the Lyft. And then they're forced or mentally, if I'm this deranged and this mentally ill, they're supposed to place me in a health shelter or safe environment or in another location. They didn't.
Like I said last night, I love you. When I said I can't do it, I mean I can't do it because you're sitting in my home and I try to have a conversation with you and you leak our conversation.
I'm recording the lady. I was recording. You came and interrupted the conversation.
I don't care now.
But I'm trying to get the mental health treatment and you're interrupted it
again.
No,
you're not.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to do. I asked to use your phone trying to get the mental health treatment. You came in and interrupted it.
Somebody.
I was asking a question. Well, can you get the mental health treatment? Because I can't. If you're trying to help,
need it.
For me. If the thing of it is you want me to get mental health treatment, can you call and get it? Because I can't. When asking questions, you said that I was interrupting her asking the question.
I done already asked you. Is you gonna get it? Because if you gonna get it, I could take you somewhere, but you have to stay.
I get violated all the time. I don't have choices. I don't have rights. I don't have a phone. I don't have funds. I get threatened in these locations. Family members cover for it, distract, so I don't have choices.
You put a YouTube video saying that you need help from me. How the hell do you need help from me?
What are you talking about? I put a YouTube video.
So you don't have a video on YouTube saying that
Show it to me.
Help you?
I need help because a lot of people are blacklisting me from services.
No, you said you needed help from me.
Okay, where is it at? Show it to me.
I don't know if you ain't deleted it.
Okay, sure. I need help in general because I'm blacklisted from all help.
No, that's not what you said.
Okay, go ahead and find it.
You
but
said family member doing something to you, help me.
Why did they call in the white warrant? I didn't threaten anyone. They have to be threatened. You have to be a threat.
I'm not fixing to tell you what it is.
Oh, okay. It's a secret?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
I feel like if you know, you're going to leave.
Okay, well, slandering me with false statements and getting a white warrant and degrading me is criminal to take my freedom. That's a crime. And then not wanting me to know what the con is, so I can't have anything to dispute these allegations that are slander. It's criminal. So no matter who enlists people to repetitively keep slandering me and lying on me, these are crimes that are racking up. So in the middle of getting the help, you have came in to disrupt and I interrupt, and I was asking her about the other allegations. You don't care about me getting threatened, getting pushed, forced a shot, and then someone threatening me and throwing a drink on me, and the staff lying to cover for it. That's not important to you. But what's important is me recording crimes being currently committed.
What you pressing pause for? What you stopping it?
Because I don't want it to be all this downtime with nothing happening.
Obviously, you done deleted it.
Okay, I don't recall a video where I said, help me from my sister. I said, help me in general, because I'm blacklisted from all help. Everywhere.
When I supposedly interrupted one of your conversations, you put a video up there, but yes, it's gone.
Okay, sure.
It's gone now.
Well, I do. I mean, maybe it was because of the white warrant, and I don't know what the white warrant is. And slandering me is criminal. That is a crime for police to repetitively do that.
It's a crime for you to slander other people.
Well, I don't.
It's a crime that you're slandering Jason's name.
Okay, go ahead.
It's a crime you're slandering my name.
Okay, I'm sorry.
My business ain't even started yet.
My mental illness.
My business.
I am trying to get help right now, and you're interrupting it.
My business ain't even started yet, and look.
Okay, so in the middle of getting mental health treatment, I have to get interrupted and getting degraded. I'm trying to make phone calls on your phone to get mental health treatment, and once again, you have came and interrupted. So you said that you and the kids are gonna go get.
Yeah, I wanted to hear.
Okay, well, if I'm getting the mental health treatment wrong, I will allow you to get it properly. So you can call them and say that you have.
So you gonna let me sign? You gonna give me power of attorney over you?
Heck no! Are you crazy?
Oh, okay, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I said that if you want to call around and find a location that'll give me mental health treatment that's not gonna lie and con, go ahead and see if you can do a better job than what I'm doing. Because if I'm talking on the line and you're interrupting it, it's fruitless for me to do it.
You interrupting your damn self.
Okay, I don't want to
know.
be degraded. I don't want. It's early in the morning.
It's Sunday. Easy. I was just finna say that it's Sunday morning.
Yes.
I'm finna listen to my gospel music and go to the store with my kids. I will come home, clean up, and cook y'all something to eat.
Okay, but I do want to get help for the trauma because it's painful. And are you putting your music on?
Yes.
Okay.
I am.
That's what you required. And I need help getting it. You requiring that. So I need help getting it.